Before history was written, monuments were raised. Only 7 wonders of the ancient world were ever known. 7 creations so ambitious, so vast, that they stretched human imagination to its breaking point, standing as eternal markers of human vision, creativity, and audacity. They were not simply buildings. They were statements. They were challenges thrown against time itself. They were symbols of humanity's desire to reach beyond the ordinary. Some still stand, others vanished long ago, lost to time, to nature, to silence. Yet their stories refuse to disappear. They persist in myths, in tales, in awe-inspired whispers across generations. This is not just a journey through ruins and stone. It is a journey into ambition, belief, mystery, and the desire to be remembered. It is a journey into what humanity once dared to build against eternity. Before asking how these wonders were constructed, we must ask something deeper. Why were they built at all? They were not homes, they were not fortresses, they were not practical necessities, they were not mere aesthetic indulgences. They were messages, messages to gods, messages to rivals, messages to generations yet unborn, messages that whispered hope, power, devotion, and ingenuity. And even today, historians still debate their deepest purpose. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built around 2560 BCE, more than 4,500 years ago. The oldest of the wonders, and the only one still standing. At a time when metal tools were limited and machines did not exist, this structure already stood with astonishing mathematical and astronomical precision. Its stones weigh tons. Its angles align almost perfectly with the cardinal points. Each block, carefully quarried, moved and placed in ways that still baffle modern engineers. Every measurement hints at knowledge of geometry, astronomy, and human ingenuity far ahead of its time. We believe it was built for Pharaoh Khufu. But the scale raises deeper questions. Why build a tomb shaped like a mountain? Why align it with the heavens? Why invest generations of labor into a single structure? Maybe it was more than a tomb. Maybe it was a symbol of cosmic order. A bridge between earth and sky, a map in stone, a timeless signal to future generations. Perhaps a monument not just for the dead, but for the living and the cosmos itself. They should not have been able to do this, and yet they did. Around 435 BCE, in ancient Greece, the statue of Zeus dominated the sacred temple of Olympia. Created by the master sculptor Phidias, crafted from gold and ivory, the god sat upon a throne so immense that ancient writers claimed if Zeus stood up, the roof itself would collapse. Pilgrims traveled vast distances just to witness it, drawn by devotion, reverence, and awe. It embodied human devotion to divinity, artistic mastery, and technical skill beyond imagination. But the statue is gone, lost to fire, decay, and the slow erosion of history. What remains are words, fragments, imagination, a spark of the sublime in our collective memory. Completed around 550 BCE, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus stood entirely in marble. Elegant, massive, sacred, every column, every relief, every decoration radiated reverence and human aspiration. It was destroyed, rebuilt, and destroyed again. Each reconstruction was an act of defiance, a refusal to allow meaning to vanish, a testament to human persistence, devotion, and hope. Built around 350 BCE, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus honored a ruler named Mausolus, so extraordinary that his name became a word. Mausoleum. Towering sculptures, carved reliefs depicting gods, heroes, and myth, a fusion of cultures, styles, and ambition. Earthquakes eventually reduced it to ruins, but the idea survived, a lesson that even when stone falls, ideas endure. Completed around 280 BCE, the Colossus of Rhodes stood near the harbor, a bronze giant celebrating victory, liberty, and human ingenuity. It stood for only a few decades. In 226 BCE, an earthquake shattered it at the knees, and it toppled into history. A reminder that even the greatest symbols of power can fall, yet their stories ripple through time, inspiring generations far beyond their physical existence. Also built around 280 BCE, the Lighthouse of Alexandria guided sailors across the Mediterranean. Fire by night, reflection by day. A towering guide of light, hope, and safe passage. For centuries, it was among the tallest structures on Earth, until earthquakes slowly erased it from the horizon, leaving only legend, descriptions, and imagination. And then, the most mysterious of all, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Said to have been built around 600 BCE, possibly during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar II. Terraces of green rising from stone, water flowing upward, an engineering marvel lost in time, suspended gardens that defied logic and gravity. Yet no archaeological proof has ever been found. Some believe they never existed. Others believe they were real, but misunderstood. And that uncertainty is exactly why they belong among the wonders. Because a wonder is not only what we can prove, a wonder is what refuses to leave our imagination. A wonder is the spark of human aspiration, visible or invisible, tangible or ephemeral. These wonders were never meant to last forever, but they were meant to be remembered. Stone may crumble, bronze may fall, fire may erase what we worship, but ambition leaves traces deeper than. Ideas, myths, and stories survive where matter cannot. The 7 wonders are gone, or almost gone. Yet their echo remains, because some wonders do not live in stone. They live in memory. They live in stories. They live in hearts and minds of those who dare to dream.